Hello, my name is Julie. I'm a Panama City native. I spent most of my childhood sailing around St. Andrews Bay and have been as far as Fort Myers on a sailboat. St. Andrews Marina was my playground. Every weekend, my parents would load us up and we would be sailing off into the sunset onto St. Joe Bay or any island in between. This was a religion for the Mackenzie family. I think I have a little bit of salt water in my blood. My grandparents lived in St. Joe, so every holiday and every weekend or vacation was just a sailboat trip away. This was my childhood until I was 14 and my two sisters moved out and got married. My dad taught us all how to sail and we were his mates. This is a picture of us. I don't know how good you can see it. This is me and my sisters. This is my dad. And this is me pretending to be captain of his boat. My most fond memory that I could remember, and I was about 7 years old, we set out to St. Joe on the Kiwi, a 27-foot Catalina sailboat. It was me and my parents and my two sisters and our family dog Critter. He was just your everyday mutt, but he was my best friend. It was Christmas Eve. We were somewhere between here and St. Joe Bay. Daddy stopped the boat, dropped the sails, and threw the anchor overboard. He climbed into our little orange dinghy and tied it off and put the dog in the boat with him. He headed to the shoreline, and about 10 or 15 minutes had passed before I saw him again. And all I could really see was the shadow of him and my dog, and they climbed back in the dinghy, and they headed back towards the boat. In a few minutes, my dog climbed onto the boat, and he was up next to me. I still didn't see my daddy at that time. And about that time, I heard something hit the deck of the boat. It was a small tree. He had cut it down. And then I saw my dad, and he said, "Here's a tree. Merry Christmas Eve to you girls. Have fun with it." Mom had brought all the decorations for us to decorate with. And she even stringed up some popcorn for us to string as garland along the tree. I could go on and on about my childhood on a boat. Here's some more pictures of my family on our sailboat, the Kiwi. I don't know how well you can see it, but the top one was my mom. The other one was my dad with the little orange dinghy. And there's me and my two sisters. And then there's the Kiwi itself. On the boat, it was a wonderful thing, and a dreadful thing too as I got older. You know, the teenage years. The memories are wonderful. Certain foods that I eat at sometimes still bring back or trigger a memory. Like Petra's Farm gingerbread cookies, and the smell of the Gulf takes me back. So when life gets too serious, or I've had a really tough week, I will go buy a bag of gingerbread man cookies and go down to the marina and sit at sunset and let the salt water heal me. I had a beautiful childhood. Thanks, Mommy and Daddy.